Hello everyone, and welcome to our tutorial on how to put together a beautiful birthday box for the Brooke It Forward Foundation. If you're here with us, you already know a little bit about us, so I'll just give you a recap. At Brooke It Forward Foundation, we put together beautiful birthday boxes that we deliver to organizations in our community that serve children who have been abused or in foster care, who may be homeless, so that at or about the time of their birthday, those agencies use their volunteers and their staff to deliver the boxes to the children to make sure they have a beautiful birthday party celebrating their special uniqueness. Before we get into the actual steps of how to put together a box, I'm going to give a few little pointers on things that don't necessarily work well in our boxes. So here's a couple of items. One of the most important is we're working with limited real estate, so we want to try to keep things small but meaningful. When it comes to napkins and plates, these big sizes don't work well. So we prefer the beverage size napkins and like the cake or the snack size plates. Those work great in our boxes. When it comes to little snacky items, we don't want anything too squishy because, well, they'll get squished, because as you'll see in a minute, we like to fill these things as much as we can to make them special. Some items that don't always work well, sometimes they look like they will, but they don't in the end. Bulky gifts, especially when there's another option available, like a smaller box of crayons, and bulky items that just take up a lot of space in the box itself. Last but not least, we are all about birthdays. Christmas is great, but we want to focus on birthdays when we're filling the boxes. And if you're ready, we can get started with step one. So step one is we have to fold the actual box. These boxes come flat and they're kind of bulky and large, actually a little too bulky for a video. So that is a hands-on step that when you come to our office to put together boxes as a volunteer, or if you've got a group where we're delivering some supplies to you to put together boxes, I'll show you hands-on how to do it, and we'll make a flat box into this beautiful, colorful box that we're going to fill now as we move to step two. Okay, so step two. Now we've got our folded box. It's empty and it's ready for us to fill. The first thing that we put in the boxes are generally some flat items. We have some coloring books at the office. A lot of times volunteers will get cute coloring books for the younger children, crayons, some colored pencils. So today we're actually putting together a box for a girl, say 9 to 12, or even maybe 13 or older. So we'll choose the older coloring book and we'll get ourselves some pencils. At this point in the process, if you know that you're going to put, say, a flat journal or a flat book in as part of your gifts, it might be a good time to go ahead and add it because, as you'll see in a minute, things get a little crazy in here. But that's step two. Now we're ready for step three. Step three. So in step three, what's a party without cake and icing? So we've got to get cake mix and icing in here for the kids to be able to make a birthday cake. We'll grab cake mix, icing, and they will fit neatly in the box, kind of like this. Important part of step three, each box when it's delivered will have an outer label on it. This label actually has important information, like it will tell the volunteer who's delivering the box the gender and age range for the contents of the box, along with the expiration date for the cake mix and the icing. So we make sure we get those things delivered before they expire. And that is step three. Ready for step four? All right, so step four. Now we start to fill in some of the gaps with some more fun stuff. Every box includes an ice cream scoop, so we tuck it in kind of right here beside the cake mix. Every box receives a wooden cross. It kind of fits in with the scoop. Everybody gets a pen, and can you even have a birthday party without candles? So these things all fit kind of tucked right in next to the cake mix box. For older kids, we'll include some lip balm. We found these really cute little chapsticks that are happy birthday flavored, so how much fun is that? We'll pop that in there, and then we're ready to move to step 5. All right, so here we are at step 5, and this is really getting to the fun part. So as I said, today we're doing a box for a young girl or a teenage girl. So we're going to choose kind of a theme with our napkins and plates that match that. This one says Make a Wish. It's in a cute pink and green. We also usually include a little poppet in our boxes, and we provide these to volunteers when they need them. This is one of those items that we like in the box, but if you need extra space, because in the next step you've got really great gifts, you're welcome to move that around or take it out to make room for those. And we just stack those right on top of the box of cake mix. And so you can kind of see how we're creating little pockets here. In front of us, I just brought out some examples of some different types of themes and sizes, especially, that are important, that work in our boxes and work with the different age groups. So if you're as excited as I am, we can move on to step 6. All right, so here we go with step 6. This is maybe the best part. It's when you get to pick gifts for the child and for the box. So today, like I said, we're working on a theme for a young girl. A popular theme for gifts that we use in our office is a spa theme. So when we put together a spa theme, we might have a cute little loofah. It fits nicely right in this big corner that's left. We get a couple of face masks for fun. We'll tuck those under the plates. And then let's pick a fun, colorful little spa headband. And I'm going to tuck it in kind of right in between things as we start to try to get things to kind of stay in their place, because we're filling it out. But we do still have a few gaps. And in step 7, we'll work on filling those gaps. All right, step 7. So in step 7, our goal is to fill in the gaps that we have left in here so that when the box is packed, it doesn't shift around and move a whole lot. So one thing that we like to include, rubber ducky. Let's set him in here. And then in this basket, I've got an example of treats that you could put in the box. We always put a ring pop in, sometimes more than one. But also you've got popcorn, goldfish, very popular choice. Gummy bears, another very popular choice. Let's fit those in there. Packaged cookies, Biscoffs are some of our favorites. We'll tuck those in nice and neatly there. And let's see, we still have a big gap here, so maybe we could get something fun. How about some panda cookies? We'll tuck that in right over here. I still see one little gap, so how about another ring pop? We'll tuck it in there. And now we have a box that's not really jiggly. It's pretty full. We can always add more if at the end we feel like we need to, but I think for now, we might be ready to move to step 8. All right. Welcome to step 8. We are almost to the end, and this is when we fill out with some pretty important little basics that we include in every box. So we include a little wristband, and we'll just tuck him around our rubber ducky here. Rubber ducky wants to cooperate. And then every box includes a birthday card. Our birthday cards vary. We change the design, as you can see, from time to time. On the back of every card, there is a space where volunteers can write their individual name or the name of the group they represent. We also include on the back the verse John 3:16 through 17. And on the inside, every card is signed by hand. I sign the cards personally. Volunteers are invited to also sign the cards. Write a note, whatever you think as you're putting together the box will make it special, because that is the ultimate goal. When a child opens the box, we want them to feel loved and special. So here's a card that we've got that's in an envelope, and we'll just tuck it. Again, it's not the prettiest thing in the box, even though it's important. So we'll kind of tuck it behind some stuff so that it's there to be found. And then we also include in every box a grocery card. The little grocery card includes in it a little insert that just says what's cake without ice cream and lets the family know that it's a token for them to take to the grocery store to be able to afford whatever ingredients they may need to make the cake and to decorate it without having to pull those items out of their tight grocery budgets. So let's put a little card in there. We'll tuck it here. And last but not least, and always on top, our signature sprinkles. So these are our sprinkles. They were created for us by a company in Gonzales called Sweets and Treats. They took our logo and they made sprinkles out of it. So these are really happy and bright, match our logo. They're packaged with a little love and sprinkles on the front, and they go right at the very top. And this is what a box would look like when it's all finished. And so now we're ready to move to step 9. So step 9. Step 9, we want to do 2 important things. One, we want to put a final eye on the box, make sure that when this box is opened, it really feels special. I think this is going to be a special box. I think a child would really love it. So I'm going to go ahead and close it up. And then the very last piece, you'll remember from an earlier step, we talked about the label on the outside. So at this point, you want to make sure that your label is complete, that you've marked the gender and the age group for it. And then there's a little line on the label that says theme. And so there you might write spa theme, since we did a spa theme for this one. If we had plates or napkins in the box that had some special theme to them, like a video game theme or a sports theme, we might write that on the theme, just so that as the volunteers pulling a box off their shelf to give to a child, they can use that information to match the box to the child, making it that much more special. And that is how you put together a beautiful Brooke It Forward birthday box. Okay, so before we wrap things up entirely, I do want to go over and show you some examples of some fun items that we have found that do fit in our boxes. Most of these items can be found at a local big box store or a local discount store or on our Amazon wish list, which you can link from our website and on social media. So the age ranges for our boxes range from a first birthday all the way to an 18th birthday. So for the littles, it's a challenge sometimes, but we found some fun things. We have found some bath crayons, wooden puzzles, small stuffed animals are great. These little squishmallows are very popular. They may be for a little bit older than the littles, but a great addition. Found some cute little sunglasses and watches at a store recently. Great haul for birthday boxes. We like to include these card games because 1, they're portable, 2, they fit very easily in the boxes, and so the kids can carry them around with them, play with their friends or whatnot. We do like fun and educational items. These are examples of some slime kits that we found. These are specifically linked on our Amazon wish list. We love them. A volunteer recently donated some miniature art kits, which we love so much. We went out and sourced as many of them as we could. And they're just neat. They're small, they're impactful, they're meaningful. And they come in a variety of little styles. So you can get some that for sketching, some for markers, some for, they call this a scratch it kit, but a lot of variety, impactful and meaningful. Some of our challenges really come with the older children. So we have found some little bracelets that we include. Also with the older kids, we include a lot of books where we can find them. We've got one that's Life Skills for Teens. This one is definitely on our Amazon wish list. And then this book here I love so much. I found it in one of our local stores. It is called The Playlist of My Life. It's a guided journal that brings kids through examining emotions and times of their life and tying it to the music they loved at that time. I just think that's super cool. And I know you guys, with this information, will be able to go out and find some super cool items for your gift boxes. So thank you all for watching our video on how to put together a beautiful birthday box. Thank you for your support. We couldn't do this without you guys. We've put together over 1,700 boxes, and these boxes serve children in more than just a capacity to make them happy. We're celebrating more than just a birthday. These boxes, when they're received by the children, become a means to bond with their foster caregiver, who they may or may not know. And that is really important, because this activity of taking this box and opening it, making a cake together, celebrating a birthday, it's all child-focused, and it's all happy and positive, and it becomes a step in their healing from whatever situation they're dealing with at the time. So again, thank you for watching, thank you for your support, and happy birthday.